The 5-minute food entrepreneur podcast number 14. As ever, we're conducting this interview over Instagram Live. I am going to add my guest in here now, so this machine might go quiet for the next 3 seconds, so please keep that. Now, we should be back. So, very excited today. I have Liam, who is the co-owner of, I believe we have him. Liam, how are you?
How's things, Evan? How you getting on?
Good. Thanks for joining me.
My pleasure. Thanks for inviting me on.
We have a lot to go through, and we have only so much time, so I'm going to fly straight into it. If that's good with you.
Yeah, far away, boy.
Perfect. So, you have a very exciting business going on there down in Tremor. Really interesting because there's kind of a few different revenue streams to your business, which I think are quite exciting. So, and it's a novel business. So we're going to get into all that. But let me start by, I suppose, can you just give me the kind of 30-second elevator pitch by people that don't know what your business is? Kind of let the people know.
Yeah, of course. We produce and wholesale overnight oats, and then we also have a little coffee shop which we put in last year, which would be, I suppose, the novel thing there is a build your own overnight oats, so people can pick their base, pick their fruits, pick their toppings. So it's just a different idea on, I suppose, the wholesale side where we give a set products. We have 6 different flavors, so that's going really well, the wholesale side. And then the cafe side gives you an option to build your own, as I say, which is just something a little bit different, I suppose.
Deadly. And going back to when you started, so I suppose why venture down the kind of self-employed, start your own business route, and then also including that, why oats or overnight oats?
Well, I'd love to tell you there was a big master plan here, but there never was. Myself and Bernie were just like everyone else, working, looking for a quick, healthy breakfast. And there was a little bit of a thing around overnight oats at the time. We were just starting to hear about it more and more. So we said we'd give it a go, making overnight oats for our own personal breakfast. And I suppose it's just kind of some people who Bernie was training with saw what she was having, really liked the look of him, wanted to try him. I was working next to a coffee shop. The coffee shop owner really liked him, said he was looking for something very similar to sell in his coffee shop. So it kind of came around, would we chance potting them up and seeing if they sold? So it was literally that simple, no big plan. And then from there, I suppose, it just kind of, another coffee shop got in touch, said, would you be able to supply us? Just kind of picked up a little bit more steam, I suppose, locally in a few more places, got us to supply. So we kind of outgrew the kitchen then after a while. Then we had to get a designated kitchen area, and just kind of went from there, I suppose.
Jeez, that's a great story. Is there any, do either of you come from a business background, or is this your first business?
No big background either. We're winging it.
Fair enough. Well, you're doing a pretty good job so far. So as you were saying there, you have a bricks and mortar store, physical, cafe, and then you do the retail and wholesale side. I'm really intrigued on, I suppose, looking at the two of them. What do you think is what's more of a challenge, or what's more difficult to run?
I suppose every business has its own challenges, you know what I mean? But probably the wholesale side still has the same problems as today that it was the start. Like trying to deliver a short-dated product, a chilled product, and trying to get it onto a stockist shelves as soon as we can, so they have the maximum time with the product. That's still, it's still a bit of it's not a hassle. It's something we can do, no problem. But it takes a bit of work, I suppose. Then with the coffee shop side, with the bricks and mortar side, I suppose at the start you're learning and you're trying to find stuff that work and figuring out the best ways of running it. So you're kind of constantly learning and evolving on that side of it as well. But I suppose you think you have kind of a handle on it, and then you can. I suppose it's good to keep moving with it as well, though. So yeah, if I had to pick one that was more challenging, I would say the wholesale side of it. Just because the distribution side is probably, it's just that tricky thing, and you're trying to get, let's say we supply mostly coffee shops that all open up at 7 o'clock in the
Yeah.
morning. But if you're trying to get to Wexford and Kilkenny and Limerick for 7 o'clock in the morning, like there's
Yeah.
obviously big challenges
So
there, you know.
how is that done? Are you doing this distribution yourselves, or
Ourselves at the moment, yeah. Yeah,
well,
so we aim to, on the day we produce the oats, we get them out on the road that day and aim to get them into the stockists that afternoon or that evening. So then first thing the next morning, they already have it on the shelf.
oh, okay, very interesting. Your oat bar, your store that you have
Yeah,
there is it's very cool. I've never personally saw that kind of. Obviously, I've seen overnight oats. I've never actually seen it. It's almost like, you know, you see those acai bowl bars. They're all around the
yeah,
place now,
yeah.
and they're quite nice. Don't get me wrong, but they're very sugary. They're very sweet. I feel like yours is probably maybe a bit healthier.
Yeah.
But is there other crowds that do it out there, even globally, that you've
Not
seen?
that not that we've seen, no.
Yeah,
No, there's not many other crowds out there that are wholesaling out overnight oats, obviously, and lots of places that are making their own in-house overnight oats as
of
well.
course. Yeah,
But our idea, again, just no big master plan. We in the unit we are here in Riverstown in Moore, there was a perfect little area out the front of our kitchen.
yeah,
So we said, you know, wouldn't it be great just to put a coffee machine in and see if we could get a bit of business that way as well. Looking for an alternative revenue stream, I suppose, as well. And then the idea kind of evolved with the oat bars in. Like I'm eating the oats every day. So I was just having one of the peanut butter and banana
yeah.
oats lunch one day, and we had some of the leftover caramel that we put onto the banoffee oats. So I just poured a little bit of it on top and had a taste. It was like, oh, it's different, lovely, really nice. And then the kind of idea evolved. And what if you could pick your own toppings, pick your own hot sauce, pick your own frostings and stuff? And so again, the idea just came, well, wouldn't that be great to put in beside the coffee machine? And
Yeah.
again, you know, like just try it and see what happens anyway, you know.
Yeah.
We did, and it was really, really well received. It's been really well received. And yeah, so we're nearly a year open in the coffee shop, and yeah, like Saturday just gone was our busiest day so far. So that was a really good sign that
Wow.
people are hopefully liking the offerings that we're giving here, you know.
That's good to hear. And so you're have a very humble you know, story in terms of there was no big master plan. It just kind of bits and pieces. But can I ask you then, in terms of the future, is the future just as humble, or do you have some great big global ambitions to take over the world?
You know what? You could get totally caught up in like what's next, what do we need to do, and like you'd hear different people saying you have to go bigger, you have to go bigger, you have to go wider. But you know what, Evan, we're just really enjoying things at the moment.
Yeah.
Up behind things have happened really organically, I suppose you could say. So look, we'd have a couple of little ideas in the back of our heads. There's always little ideas pop in for the evolution of any business.
Mm.
But we're not looking to take over the world either. You know, we're really happy. We've got a lovely business on the production wholesale side. We've got a lovely little business on the coffee shop side. We're working with amazing people. I mean, there's the team of people that we work with every day. Like they actually have the same love for the business as we do, which is we know is really rare. You know what I mean? And it's people. We think people are happy coming into work, and we're really enjoying it as well. So we're not trying to push anything else. If it evolves into something else, we'll go with it again. You know.
Yeah.
But no, we're really happy at the moment. You know.
Very good. No, that's good to hear. The running a restaurant in Ireland in, you know, 2024 and the last couple of years, well, it's never actually been easy, to be fair, but certainly not the past couple of years. And you know, you only have to pick up any of the newspapers to see, you know,
Yeah.
between the VAT and getting staff and all the rest of it. What's your kind of take on it in terms of the just running a business today, you know, in Ireland?
There's constant challenges. Prices of stuff go up all the time, and you know, every business is trying to give a product out at a fair price. That's been challenged all the time by the different, I suppose, costs involved in running the business.
Mm.
So, yeah, any help that can be given to any small business is really appreciated. And look, I don't really want to get into all that side of stuff because like everybody's just doing their best, you know.
Yeah.
So any help any small business can get is really appreciated. But you know, there's decision makers there that you know that can make them decisions. But I just hope that they have the best interests of all the small businesses who are just trying to do their best, trying to create a bit of employment, trying to create more businesses, more choices out there for people to go to. So yeah, help is needed. Help is grateful when it's given, and whatever help that can be given is appreciated, I suppose, you know.
Deadly. No, I appreciate that. That's all I have, Liam.
Yeah.
I appreciate the time. It was great to chat. I'm really excited by looking at your business. Cool products, and I wish you the best of luck with it.
Call down someday, and you're more than welcome. Call down someday or down this neck of the woods and
I will, of course, for
get
sure. Cheers.
you a bit.
Yeah,
So,
we get a bowl of overnight oats. Thanks, Liam.
all right,
Appreciate it.
thanks.
Chat to you.